Are we live? Hello and happy Monday. I am Crystal Vilkaitis and welcome to another episode of Crystal Media Live. We are testing new technology and I hope I'm online, am I? Because we are going to talk about what PCGs are and why they're so important to your store and to your marketing and to your advertising. And I was trying to come up with a really fun song to sing with, you've got PCGs. Yeah, you know me, but that's kind of all I have. So we're going to dive right in. And this is a super exciting episode because first of all, we are going to do a live demo on somebody who's watching. If you are watching, we're going to plug in some of your demographics of your PCG, your perfect customer groups, and we're going to see kind of what your audience potential is on today's show. So hopefully we have some volunteers. If you are tuning in live, then you can go ahead and I want you to list below this video. I'm going to give you some time to do this. I'm going to talk through our episode, but list below this video your age range of your perfect customer, people who you want coming into your store every single day, who shop with you, who love you, who talk all about you to their friends. What is their age range? What's their gender? What's the location and city and state or town and state that your store is located in? And then if you sell a consumer known line like Alex and Ani or Vera Bradley or something that the consumers know, will you put that in? If you don't have a consumer known line, then go ahead and just put in some of the types of products that you sell. And then if there's anything else that is important to know about your perfect customer group, but we're going to do a super kind of basic demo just to show you the potential for one live viewer. Now, I want to just go over here real quick. I see several of you on with us live. It's so exciting in this new platform that we're testing. So thanks you guys for liking it because I know you're here with me. Good to see some familiar faces with Becky and Jarena. So go ahead and chat that in. And while you are chatting that in, I also want to let you know that we have a free worksheet for you that I'm going to share more information on it at the end of this episode. So be sure to hang on with us throughout today's episode so you can get the link to that free guide. It's going to help you know more about your PCGs. So let's dive in. What is a PCG? It is your perfect customer groups, and they are crucial to your success when marketing on social media because when you know who your perfect customer groups are, it's going to help you create content for them on your social media. It's going to help you know what ads to run on Facebook and Instagram. It's going to help you know what hashtags to use, what social media platforms to be on, and other places within your community as well as online on how to find the people who would buy from you. So we got to know who these people are and what their interests are. I recommend we have this worksheet that we're going to give you on today's show, and we ask you several questions about where do they live? What are their hobbies? What kind of books do they read? Movies do they watch? TV shows? What keeps them up at night? Do they have a family? Do they have pets? Do they like to travel? If so, where? And you're filling all this out for each group of people that would shop with you because you might cater to both men and women, but the content that they're going to respond to on social media, whether it's organically published onto your pages or through an ad, is going to be different, right? The content that they're going to connect with and they're going to click on and they're going to act on and come into your store will be different for those two different audience groups. So we want to fill out these worksheets. We want to really step into the shoes of our perfect customers. And a couple of reasons that we do this, right? So the content that's going to connect with them, I call this intercepting versus interrupting. So if we're publishing content that relates to your perfect customer groups, like you post something to me, you have, let's say, like for me personally, I'm not great at planning out my outfits, okay? So when I see on Facebook and Instagram a full-on outfit with the accessories and the shoes and the colors are so pretty and they show me different options, that really targets to me. That caters to me. It's kind of the style that I'm interested in. I can tell that they're targeting me and my age and where I'm located. So that captures me, that intercepts my attention on social media to where I'm now watching that video or paying attention to that content versus someone just saying, hey, everything's on sale this week, come in. That's more of an interruption where, okay, it doesn't really connect with me as the viewer. And there is so much content on social media. We are competing for people's attention. So if you are not creating quality content that relates to your perfect customer groups to intercept their attention, you're interrupting them on social media. And then what happens is they scroll on by, they don't engage. It's harder for you to be seen by them because of the algorithms. If they're not engaging, they're not stopping, they're not watching. And some of them might be unfollowing or unliking or spamming or blocking you. So we don't want that, right? We want them to act, we want them to pay attention and come into the store. Businesses that appeal to everyone are selling to no one, right? So having that really niche kind of content that we're creating and we're posting to connect will help drive that traffic in. What I want to do right now, let me head over to my eCamp. So we got a lot of engagement, which is awesome, you guys. Thank you for filling out this info because we're going to do some live demos here. And I'm just going to go right at the top. I think I have the top of everything that I asked. So Taylor, what's up, girl? Good to see you on here. Taylor has aged 30 to 50. So I'm actually going to have and handmade jewelry. So Pauline, maybe you can read this out loud to me because I'm going to share my screen, you guys, so you can see what I'm doing. There's my notes. So you can see what I'm doing to help Taylor kind of find her perfect customer group. That's one that she shared, and probably her main one on social media. So right now I'm on the Facebook Ads Manager platform, and you can see my screen, right, Pauline?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I am under the ad set level. If you look on the left side of the screen, it says ad set and its audience. To get there, you can choose any objective. So choose any objective, head on over to ad set for audience, and I use this as a research tool. When we did a lot of the strategy and planning for our retailers, this is one of the first places we went. We plugged in all the information on their customers to see what the size of audience potential was for running ads, but also just organically to give us an idea of what the how many people we could reach. So for Taylor, she is in a crazy name. Spell the name.
Opelika.
IKA, Alabama. Okay. Probably not crazy to you, Taylor, but it's just a unique one. And did she do a radius?
No.
Okay. So Taylor, I'm just going to do like a 14-mile radius here. We'll do 15 to see because maybe we want to open that up, but we're going to take a look. And it was 30 to 60?
Women 30 to 50.
30 to 50. All right. So, and that's a really good age range. Like, don't think any woman could come in, 18 to 65 plus. Like, those women all within there are going to be interested in different items that you sell. Maybe on the 30 plus, they're looking for gifts that they're buying for families and friends, things like that. So, I love that age range, Taylor. So, we're doing women 30 to 50. I did a 15-mile radius, and we're interested in handmade jewelry, right? So, super specific. I'm going to put in handmade jewelry under detailed targeting. And what's pretty cool about the detailed targeting section, that's where you're going to find like the base of everything that you can advertise to based off of interests and purchasing behavior and demographics. So for you in your own store, you can type in the different categories. And like I said, consumer known lines, which Pauline, I'll have you kind of scroll through for our next, we'll do 2 examples to see if anybody listed consumer known, but you can type them into detailed targeting and see what comes up. So under detailed targeting, we have handmade jewelry as an interest, and you'll see the number of people here is 6.9 million. So that's going to be things where they have been on They're searching online for handmade jewelry. They like pages that involve handmade jewelry. Facebook has partnered with several third-party data companies and knows a lot of information about us and where we're going online and what we're searching for and who we like on Facebook and Instagram and our friends and what we're posting. And so that's how they come up with that number. So you'll also see that we've got this like squiggly handmade jewelry, and I don't see that too often, this is also jewelry with 2 L's, so we're looking at different countries like Australia and New Zealand. We're going to focus because I know we also have jewelry in here as a purchasing behavior of women's jewelry, so that could be one that Taylor uses as well. Then we have fine jewelry, probably not going to go there because we're focusing more on handmade, but if there is a crossover, Taylor, of course, could use it. So we're doing handmade jewelry. I got to move my little video here to see what our size is. So on the right-hand side, you're going to see an audience potential of 2,200 people. And Facebook has this like scale thing where red is too specific. We've got green, which you're in the go, and then yellow, which is too broad. So this is saying that this is too specific. So Taylor could try to open it up with a larger location if she feels like people would drive more than 15 miles to come into her store. She could also include some other, if we just did jewelry in here, and let's actually do a purchasing behavior of jewelry just to see where that puts us. So now we're at 5,900. That put us in the green. We've got a potential of more people, which is going to help kind of optimize your budget a little bit better, Taylor. We're going to reach some more people. And I recommend having a combination of interests and purchasing behavior because we want to be as targeted as possible. So this is just one sample set of what you can do with your PCGs under detailed targeting, interest, and purchasing behavior. So then, Taylor can take this a step further, and if she is focusing on handmade jewelry, women 30 to 50 in her area, she would be focusing on, like, it would be great for Taylor to have, I know Taylor runs the store with her mom, and Taylor, I'm not sure how old you are. You might be in your 20s, and I'm not sure how old your mom is, but if one of you guys is in that 30 to 50 range, you should be wearing your handmade jewelry. If you're not, ask your customers. Show, customers in the store who are that 30 to 50, so we really relate. I've seen retailers who will use younger kids because the kids are like enthusiastic and they don't mind being on video, but they're trying to cater to an older demographic, and so they're not going to connect to the child in the video to buy the product. It might be cute, they might watch it, but there's kind of that disconnect of relating to me. So make sure that the creative, the copy, the image, and or video that you're using relates to those people as well. So that's cool. We see the audience size there. Pauline, you got another one for me?
Yeah, nobody put in consumer known brands.
Okay.
Morgan Smith.
Okay.
So we're in Grand Haven.
Okay. Hi, Morgan. We are choosing you in case you didn't hear Pauline. So we are doing Grand Haven. Our friends at Whizbang Training are in Grand Haven. So we are doing, I'll keep it at 25 just for now. What's the age range?
25 to 55 female.
Okay, so we got a little bit of a larger demographic here. We've got 25 to 55 female, and what are some of the lines?
So no consumer known brands, but clothing, jewelry, soaps, candles.
Okay, so I want to show you something. So candles, soaps, let's just see about some of these. Soap, interest in soap. One thing too, I'm trying to think of like consumer known lines of soap, right? Like what are some of those, I cannot think of the name. Oh, I can see I can see the label in my head. So if you carry soaps, let's say soap and candle, right? Or let's do candles for this example.
Do you like Bath and Body Works?
Yes, Bath and Body Works could be good. And those are also, like, if it's similar, right? This is what I'm looking for. So you're going on this process with me. So if I carry soaps, lotions, and candles, but they're all like either handmade or they're by like a generic kind of brand from one of these manufacturers. They don't have a consumer known brand like Yankee Candle does. Then you think of similar types of brands that you could advertise to. So where would your perfect customer shop for candles, soaps, and lotions? no, I always do this, Bed Bath & Body Works. And I steal that from my friend's dad who said it once. Bath and Body Works, right? Bath and Body Works. Papa Rodig, Robin, if you're watching, shout out to your dad. Okay, so we got Bath and Body Works, and this is pretty cool. So make sure you're paying attention to the right-hand side because it says employers. We probably don't want to be advertising to people who work there. We want to be advertising to people who shop there. So see a lot of employers, and maybe we are not able to. Bath and Body Works. I'm going to do the and sign like you see here. Bath and Body Works. Let's see what comes up. So we have interest right up at the top there, okay? So we're going to do an interest in Bath and Body Works. And people, women 25-55 within a 25-mile radius of Grand Haven puts us at 7,700 people, which is pretty cool. So if the price point's pretty similar, if the product is pretty similar, then you can go that route. I know you said candle, so again, like the Yankee Candle, we can advertise to people who like Yankee Candle, but feature your beautiful type of candle, right? So the other thing I wanted to say about this, because you could see in the map here, like we're halfway in the water, and so that's not going to really reach anybody. You can drop your pin, which is kind of nice to do. So if there is a really specific area you want to feature and focus on, you could drop the pin and do that. And then it will, you can open it up by the mile radius there up to 50, or you can put in zip codes as well. So sometimes what I recommend is you can try different things to see what the audience size is. Maybe you want to hit a couple different neighborhoods. Maybe you have more upscale items. So we want to feature kind of the upscale luxury home neighborhood that's in your area. You can do all that by dropping the pin there. So great examples. This is super basic to see what the potential is, to give you an idea on how to use the last thing I wanted to show you, under detailed targeting. I always like assigning action items. So I recommend that you do this after today's show or sometime this week, where you're going to facebook.com/ads/create. You are putting in any kind of objective, and then you're going to ad set. And under detailed targeting, if you just click browse, Facebook's going to pop up demographics, interests, behaviors, and more categories. I'm just going to go to behaviors, and you can see several different categories and options that are available. So if you haven't really done much with ads on Facebook and Instagram, if you're not really familiar with all the targeting capabilities that are available, it might even brainstorm some new sectors to go after and people to find on social. So, you can see people who have an anniversary within 31 to 90 days, and maybe we want to advertise to those people if you're a florist or if you're a jeweler. Just having a better idea. If I scroll down to purchasing behavior, this is a really great one for retailers, right? Because people are buying products, and so you can base it off of their buyer profiles. If they're a coupon shopper and you've got a lot of discount items or a really big sale coming up, then maybe you want to advertise to those people. Fashionistas, foodies, green living, health and fitness shoppers, trendy homemakers. You've got a clothing category. So for Morgan, she should be checking out this clothing category. And the list goes on. Okay? So let's head over here. Now, like I said, I'm going to go back to my video. How do I do that? I think I got it. Maybe. There we go. So like I said, we have this worksheet, and I just showed you like some of the lines, age, gender, location, right? But if you start digging deep as you work your way through our customer profile worksheet and plug those things into detailed targeting, you're going to come up with these different audience sizes. And I want to just scroll through and see, to utilize audiences, Jill. Yeah, so Jill, hopefully that gave you a little taste. Jill, plug that in. Jarena is listing her product. So we had some good examples here. I just want to make sure if there's any questions, and you can always tell me too. How do I get the customer profile? Bonnie is asking. Bonnie, we're going to share a link to that in just a second. Free download for you just for watching. Okay, we've got some good stuff. Okay, Jess is adding in a soap line there. Thanks, Jess. And Deb, I've tried using targeting with Facebook ads, but it's definitely learned something from this. Good. Because here's the deal. I didn't even get into your custom audiences, which are your warm to hot groups. And that's a whole nother segment that, Erica, we should probably do a Crystal Media Live on. But this is really kind of trying to find some of your colder groups and understand how to find them online, and then what kind of content to create for them as well. Okay, so Bonnie, thank you. It was the Facebook site for targeting that I was actually looking for. She got it. Okay, awesome. So to get your free worksheet, the customer profile worksheet can be found at socialedge.co/18. That's for episode 18, and Pauline's going to paste in the link there for you so you can access it right away. Just put in your name and email address, and then you'll have instant access to that worksheet. Now, what's really cool about this worksheet is you can download it, and then you can just type in. It's an editable PDF, so you could type in all your answers, save that, and then you could create as many as you need to for each of your customer groups. If there's somebody who's doing your social media marketing for you, make sure that you give them these customer profile worksheets so they know what kind of content to develop and how to find your people and what to talk about on social, as well as in your emails too. This can help your email marketing as well. So go ahead and access that. Thank you so much to everybody who participated today. I know that we only did a couple of examples, but hopefully through going through just some of those basic steps to see what's available. And then really it's understanding what's available, like first who our customer is, then plugging in what's our audience size, and then you got to create those ads. You got to take action, advertise to the people, create that great content, and then pay attention to reporting to see what people are responding to. Okay, so awesome. I think that's it. Am I forgetting anything?
Do you want me to add the link for the
we have another great resource for you guys. Let me go back over to my video here. So we have some free training videos. It's a 4-part training series on behind the scenes strategies that retailers are using to see sales from social media. The first one's all about the social selling mindset. The second one is 2 must-use tools in social media. The third is 3 things holding retailers back from seeing success. And so we can kind of carry on in knowing your PCGs, your perfect customer groups, is going to only help you really develop a great strategy for your social media and tie it all together with this free training. So Pauline put the link in there as well. Again, just some free resources for you, and the 4th video will tell you more about our training program, Social to Sale. Doors are open until September 20th, 2017. So if you have any questions about what we covered today, feel free to leave us a comment on our Facebook page. And thank you again for being a part of today's show. We'll see you same time, same place next week, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on our Facebook page. Nope, they're telling me no. Guess what, you guys? It's Labor Day next week. So just tested you all. We won't see you live, at least. I'm not even sure if we're doing a pre-recorded video. Totally we're not. So we'll see you 2 weeks after. And I think I'm actually going to be traveling then, but we'll still have a video for you. So you guys are awesome. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Kim does a heart Taylor thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Deb says thank you. You are so very welcome. Kim, Erica, look, Jarena, it's so fun. All these familiar names on here. Thanks for tuning in. Have an awesome week, and we will see you in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.